said he had been sent to Rome for further studies. And that was why. You say you have all eaten?
No, we've all eaten. We waited and got tired, so we had to eat.
Sorry, I had to go to see Father Fred at St. Patrick's for him to come and say Mass for us on Sunday. Father Brendan will leave for Lagos immediately for his papers. That was why. Why is he okay?
Obia, you look at me as we were eating, so he see him off.
By this time, I'm going to put a stop to their nocturnal visits. And as somebody visit here and they begin to see him off in the night, I'm going to put a stop to that.
Ifunanya, I'll get it.
What is it, Ifunanya? What happened to your hair?
Papa, it's my jump.
Your jump?
What happened to your jump?
Father Brendan.
Father Brendan happened to your jump?
I go to...
Did you give him money to buy jump for man and he didn't buy it?
Then what is it?
He promised to sponsor me through my university's education, but now they've transferred him. Did he tell them that I want to go to school? Or they did not see any other father to send away? It's only this person that promised to see me through. Hey!
Go and slap the bishop and tell them to reverse the whole thing. He promised to see. Is that why you are crying for me? Huh? Go there and cry for him. Go to the bishop and cry. Tell him your father is so wretched, he couldn't give you money for a jam. Go and tell the bishop, tell them to bring Father Brendan back. In fact, tell him to remove his robe so he can marry you and sponsor you.
Eat your food.
What nonsense is this?
Nah, it's okay. Forget her, eat your food.
My beef.
Okay, forget her, eat your food.
Monica, go and warn this girl. If I meet her there, I'm going to kill her.
Nah, you forget her now. Eat your food.
How can it digest with this humming? Go and tell her not to stop humming. I told you. Keep reminding. Is that not the site engineer? He didn't travel again.
No, Cathy, that's not the engineer. I think it's a reverend. Can't you see the Sudan?
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, young man.
You must be the catechist, I presume?
Yes, I'm the catechist.
Good. I just noticed your uniform. And your green rosary to match.
Oh,
excellent. Anyway, my name is Sylvester, Father Sylvester Chidozie. And Father Sly for short, I prefer to be called. I will be taking over from Father Brendan from where he left off.
Oh. The new parish...
Yes.
What we were talking about? You're welcome, Father. You're welcome.
It's all right.
We were just talking about you.
Is that right? So, is that the church?
Yes, that's the church, mini cathedral.
Is that supposed to be the parish house?
Yeah, that is the parish house. Let's go so that you can...
Why does it look so old?
This is an old church. We were even talking about you a few minutes ago. It's an old church. You know when it was founded? Yes, it's a good. Where that is. Lordship, that's close down.
No. His Lordship cannot do that. He cannot close down the parish. We need more Christians in the world.
Yes.
So that's impossible. I think what was the problem? We were handing over to a congregation, at my old parish. We were just taking a little time, account balancing here and there, and I needed to do a thorough job. That's one.
I understand, Father.
So is this where...
So, Father, this is the parish house. Or do we enter?
No. So this is where Father Brendan was living?
Oh, yes, exactly. We miss Father Brendan. When he was here, live everywhere. We really miss him.
No.
No. This,
What is it, Father?
it doesn't work for me.
Why?
It doesn't work for me. It doesn't.
What?
It's old, dilapidated. It's out of date. I can't live in here.
Father, this is an old mission, and we're even trying to make it modern. That's why we are adding to touches here and there. This was the last place that Father Shanahan lived before he went back to Sierra Leone.
Father Shanahan.
Exactly.
That's back in the 1950s.
That's what I'm telling you.
The more reason why I cannot live here. I mean, this is impossible.
Father, maybe when you look inside, you might begin to like it. Forget the outside, might.
Fine, but for me there has to be more changes. We have to do some changes here.
It's all right.
This.
All right.
What?
My dear, Ify, are you still on your way coming back from the church or you branched somewhere?
My dear, I branched off.
Hey, I got to be say.
My dear Ify. My dear, I went to my maternal home. I went to meet my uncle that came back for my JAMB registration fee. I had his ending this week.
You're not serious.
My dear, I swear. I spoke with Ijo on phone yesterday. And you know she now stays in Enugu. She works with one filling station there. She said that she picked her own form on Friday. And she had to search and search. She even said that the forms are already scarce. So that most banks have stopped selling.
I have to start going right now.
Oh, what's the problem now?
I've not gotten mine.
Why are you running? What is pursuing you?
Papa.
You're not yet back from the church. What is wrong with you?
How can they say? I have always been in this village. I hardly leave this village, except in the cases where we have a catechist meeting, or there is something that requires urgent attention, or run errand for the parish. I am always here day and night. So how can they say they lack pastoral care?
What
If there's anything that requires the presence of a priest, I jump onto my motorcycle, go and call Father Fred.
So what about the mini launching you spoke about?
You know, Father Brendan fixed it for the first or second week after retreat. But as you could see, he did not even stay 5 days after the retreat.
Yes.
So he moved away.
It's fine, it's okay, it shouldn't be a problem. We will sort it out. As and when we will get it worked out.
No, I know. If the moment you don't even need to worry yourself much, the moment you throw it on the feet of the parish council, they will always know how to refix the date and every other thing.
Wait. Are you saying I need to speak to someone or get clearance from the parish council before I make certain decisions in my parish?
Father, this is how we normally do it with Father Brendan.
I see. Things will have to change around here. Brandon is Brandon and Sly is Sly. I have a different style. I believe in moving things at a really good pace, so we don't have to go.
Papa.
What are you doing?
Papa, I was looking for you.
For what?
They said that selling of jam form is closing tomorrow.
And so?
But I have to start going to Enugu now so that I'll be able to buy it tomorrow morning. And they say there is only one center that they are selling it now.
Ifunanya, thank your stars. Thank God for making me come together with Father Sylvester to forestall what would have happened to you this afternoon. I would have so dealt with you. Can't the thing wait until I come home? Are you stupid? Come here to this room. Now run back home.
Is everything okay?
Everything is all right, Father.
Okay. Is the young lady coming with us?
No, these young ladies, they like to jog so that she can trim down.
Oh, okay. All right.
Father, I cannot call this one a visit. You refuse to take cola, You refuse to eat. I mean, it's not a visit.
Mr. Catechist, it's fine. I'm good. I know this is my very first visit, but I'm here to stay. You know, I will be here for a very long time. We'll work together. And I'm sure you people will be tired of me sooner or later, especially my good friend here, Chijoke. I will be winning you in those table tennis games.
Father, you know I can defeat you. I'm a very good pro.
Oh.
I'm the defending champion.
Champion.
Oh.
Sooner or later, the chips will start to roll and we will find out who is who.
But Father, you should have stayed back and eat. The food is almost done.
Madam, I understand, and I'm so sorry that I can't stay. Why do you people worry so much?
Father, it's not as if we worry so much. I mean, this is your first visit. I mean, it's right. It's correct in that it's either you take cola or... I was even looking around to see if I could get one of my fowls. At least if you do not eat the cooked one, you take that one as a gift. But it's like they read my mind. I can't even see one.
It's okay.
Ifunanya, what happened?
Yeah, that's the lady. I think she has a high fever. She complained that time. Let her go. If in bound or go and rest.
What kind of fever is making her to cry?
Are you a doctor? If you want, let her we'll take her to the hospital. Let her go and rest first. In Nigeria.
I am confused. She ran home here and said she was coming to see you at the church. And now she is crying. I don't understand.
And I said she has high fever. Can't a girl who has high fever could cry?
Mr. Hezekiah, we need to ask her. Maybe there is something wrong. Maybe she met one of these bad boys and they hurt her or something.
Father, don't worry yourself. It's my family. I know my children.
No, we can't take such things for granted. Especially the youth of today. We must take everything seriously before they feel neglected at a point. What's her name again?
Father, her name is Ifunanya.
Ifunanya, is there something wrong?
Who is that?
Papa, it's me.
Ifunanya.
Papa.
Come here.
Papa, good afternoon, sir.
Ifunanya, where have you been since?
Papa, I went to buy my jam phone.
You went to buy your jam phone?
Yes, Papa.
In spite of the fact that I have told you, I don't have extra money to pay for your furthering your education. Wait until Chijoke finishes his own secondary school. Can't you do that for him and for the family?
Papa, I thought I told you that I would like to go to school. I want to go to
Shut
school,
up!
Papa.
Who doesn't want to go to school? You think I don't even want to further my own education? Did you say you went to buy? Okay. So Monica has given you money to go and buy jam form. When each time I ask her to come and to help in Chijoke's school fees, she'll begin to give me flimsy reasons. The cost of making puff is high in the market. Baking powder is triple the size or the price. But now, she has money to give to you to go and buy form.
Mama did not give me any money.
She didn't give you any money?
Yes, Papa.
So who turned your water into wine?
Papa is father's lie.
Father?
Yes, Papa.
So you have gone to worry father?
No.
You didn't even wait for him to land? If now you people disgrace me, you have now gone to tell father that I'm so wretched I can't even give you money for jam phone. Do you think you don't know it is my pride that you people are dragging to the floor? Get out of my sight. Oh, Father Sylvester. Better than
Mr. Hezekiah, I am grateful. I am overwhelmed. This is fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you. You're welcome, Father.
Wow. Madam.
Father,
Thank you.
you're very welcome to our place.
Thank you. Chijoke.
Father,
Well done.
you're welcome.
Ife.
Father.
Well done. Well done to all of you.
Thank you, Father.
Please rise and receive my blessing. Our help is in the name of the Lord,
Who made heaven and earth.
and may the blessing of the Almighty God come down on this household and remain with you forever.
Amen.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Peace be with you.
And also with you, Father.
Mr. Hezekiah, again, I am overwhelmed. This is fantastic.
For what, Father? What did we do? I mean, this is just a token. It's just for you to accept us the way we are. The calabash is just like you requested.
Just the way I like it, right?
And the content is good too.
Yeah.
Theodore!
You come through the back. Please carry these things to the car. All right? Help him now.
Okay.
I've counted those. I've counted the oranges. Be careful.
Okay.
How many children of yam did you bring?
Father, it is small.
Yeah.
It is small, but
No. Theodore, was I the one you were calling?
Yes, now it's your name. It's your name no longer love. Or don't you know that the meaning of love in English is love?
And so what?
I just wanted to say hi.
Hey, God. Theodore, you never cease to amaze me. You just came to say hi. I was with you inside and you said hi. So why did you follow me to this place just to say hi again?
You see, hi is never enough. I can say it over and over again.
Really?
And you are beautiful. I mean, your dress is beautiful.
Is that all? That I'm beautiful? This is it. I don't understand.
Theo!
Yes, Father.
Come here. Come!
Father, what are you doing there?
Come! Get out.
I said, where are you coming from? Before I blind your eyes with a slap. Is it not the same 7 a.m. mass you attended that Chijoke and I attended? Ifunanya, what is the time now? After 12. Ifunanya, after 12.
Mama, we had an emergency meeting, so I had to stay back.
And you couldn't tell me. What nonsense meeting are you people holding on a Sunday? When Father Brenner had banned all youth meetings after Sunday masses, so that you children can be of help to your mothers in the kitchen. What meeting was that, Ifunanya? What meeting?
Mama, it's the Mary League.
Mary League. Hey! So you're using it now as an excuse. Anti-Mary League. Two of you, eh? 2 of you! It's me and 2 of you in this house.
Papa, what happened, sir?
What happened?
No.
Come.
Mary League. Anti-Mary League.
What is happening?
Now you're welcome.
I doubt if that your welcome sounds well. What is wrong? Look at your face. I expect that after this hectic Sunday mass, if I come home, I should have a happy family, smiling faces, and people ready to get me my food on the table. Not people who are about to fight a war, which is what I saw as soon as I entered. Ogenino, what is all this? Ifunanya, get me my food. I'm hungry.
Where will the food come from? When I have almost abandoned myself into time, trying to do everything alone. This one is coming now from the church meeting. And this one is seated there washing the same clothes for over 3 hours.
Meeting? Ifunanya?
Papa.
What meeting are you talking about?
Mama, I didn't say at the church. All I said was that we had an emergency meeting of the Mary League, so I had to stay back.
Then where did the meeting hold?
At the Nkirobi's place.
I would have said because I'm just coming from the church house. And you, Chijoke, you think you have overgrown helping your mother in household chores, isn't it?
Papa, I am busy. I'm busy washing my clothes. Eh?
You
I'm the only one here that nobody helps out in his own activity. So let's just remember that way. Everybody should mind his or her own tax and do it. Period.
I will mind my own. And you mind your own. Anytime you need money for your school fees, you go and mind your business. I don't blame you. Each time you open your palm, I will put money there. And you think it is easy. And you forget that you are old enough to make your own money and help the family. Eh? Now remove all those this is my register and everything and take them inside. Please, I need my food fast.
Nah, Yemba. I can't kill myself. Don't faster me. I am not a machine.
Oh. Finally, the last one was...
What's the total?
The total is 420,000. That is the one in the bag.
420,000 naira?
Yes.
Let me use your pen. 400 and...
Minus the checks, because we still have some checks to...
Who has the checks?
Brother Dom.
I'll ask him to see me. Checks. Okay. I guess we are finished.
Father, I don't know how we're going to do this thing. Because normally I go with Mr. Odunze and the Dom to deposit the money in the bank.
Oh no! The bank, it shouldn't be a problem. I will take care of the money. Don't worry, it's no problem. I will send it there.
No. We have a routine when Father Brendan, he drew up a rule for us the way who are going to be so that for accountability purposes.
Mr. Hezekiah, I mean, I'm sorry to say, but I would appreciate it very much if you stop comparing me to Father Brendan, because I think I'm a very different person. I have my own style. Brendan is Brendan. Let him do his way. I am here now. I will take care of him my way.
I'm sorry.
Yes, just
leave it.
it.
Put it for you to take care of in the bank.
No, it's okay. I will take care of it.
Father, it's not as if I'm comparing you with Father Brendan, but it's even the parish council, it's not even Father Brendan. I'm not bringing him up because he normally brings his own idea.
Okay, I've got my own idea of the way I want to do it, and I'm sure the parish council, they know I'm competent and they sent me here. So I'm saying I will take care of the money. Just leave the money, I will send it to the bank.
Okay, Father, you and who? We just want to accept you and who are going to the bank.
I will send it myself. It's getting late.
Father, why I'm saying it is that Father Brendan laid down some good rules.
Mr. Hezekiah, you are getting me angry now. I'm sorry, I don't want to get angry. Stop comparing me with Brendan. I am Father Sly, I have my own way and my own style. I will send it to the bank myself.
I'm sorry, Father.
It's simple something.
I didn't mean to offend you, Father.
Yeah, then don't offend me.
Father, could you sign here for me?
What are you doing with the pen? Sign what? Sign what again?
No, it's to sign because I signed the money from the council.
I will sign it. I will sign. I'm not signing. Listen, I said I will take. I am the parish priest. Do you know that, Mr. Hezekiah?
Yes, sir.
I am the head of this parish. I'm competent enough. Wait. When did you start getting involved with the finances of the church? You are a common catechist. Yes, that's what you are. I am the priest.
For this village, I'm the head. From your level to my level is very far, and I wonder if you even get there before you die.
Father, I didn't mean to be rude.
No, I will speak to the parish council so we can get you off, because there is no need. I can handle everything myself. Please,
it's the parish money. That's what I'm saying. It's for people not to accuse me, Father.
Mr. Hezekiah, stop this.
I'm sorry, Father.
It's getting late. Go home, please. Good night. I will take care of the money. I will do whatever signing. I'm the head. I will take care of it.
Just to sign.
You want me to sign? Give it to me. I'll sign it. I will sign it. Are you happy now? I will sign it.
I want to go with it, Father. To present it to the
Mr. Hezekiah, you are dragging this matter. I said I will keep it. The parish council appointed me here because they know I'm competent enough. What is this small money that this church is paying? 420,000 naira. What is it? Where I'm from, they get like 1.2.
Father, what I'm saying is that because for security reasons, the other time in Amachala, the armed robbers invaded them and then carry the money. And the whole thing, if it happens, will fall on my head.
Mr. Hezekiah, do you have a head? I am the head.
Theodore, please come. Oh, what is this for? Mrs. Papa. Theo, come and carry this money inside. Theodore!
I mean, if not that my children died early, 3 of my children, will he have to go to come and insult me? He himself and the Chunguba, who is elder? Who is older?
Nani, it's okay now. Talk to me, what happened?
Imagine Father Sylvester,
sit down,
a my boy, to come and insult me. Why? Simply because I tried to give him the order with which we do things when Father Brendan was here. He turned on me. Then abuse, I am a common catechist, I am common this, I am common this and common that. For what?
Nani, it's a priest of God you are talking about.
Am I a catechist of Satan, Monica? Am I a catechist of Satan? It's a priest, all of us serve God. Does he insult his own father like that? Or even the bishop?
Have you forgotten what the Bible said? Touch not my anointed.
Monica was anointed too. On my baptismal day, I was anointed. On my confirmation day, I was anointed. Anointing is not his exclusive preserve of Father Sylvester. I got my own anointing too. He shouldn't insult me because of anointing.
He was anointed with the holy oil.
And my own is palm kernel oil. My own is even holier than his own. Because before I was baptized, the priest blessed the oil, that makes it holy. Before I was confirmed, the priest blessed the oil, that makes it holy. Let me tell you, he's not the only person that was baptized with holy oil.
It's okay.
Now let me give you people warning. Any day I see anybody carry any of my oil or plantain, this is not a matter of, oh, father, this, all of you are running head skater to serve him. Any day I see my plantain, my oil, my anything, that person is going to pay me. Go to that reverend father. That person must pay me. So let him go and squeeze out that very oil and use it for his cooking.
You and him are not the same. He's a priest of God, reverend father for that matter, and you are just a mere catechist.
If I'm a mere catechist, he's a new priest. He's a new priest. He's Father Nama. Let me tell you, I told you priest Kobo. I'm a mere catechist. Come.
So is that what he told you?
Of course, he said you insulted him.
I didn't insult him. I just told him my peace of mind because I was upset.
Is he the person that upset you? He only said he told you how they used to handle things when Father Brendan was here.
And that is why I got upset, because I told him I don't want to be compared to anyone.
And that was why you called him a common catechist, Abby?
Who told you that? Don't worry. I will sort it out. I will go there, talk to him, and let him know. Theo!
Yes, Father.
Why are you taking my food?
Father, you are discussing.
And so what? Can you see the number of yam in that plate? At least ask me if I'm finished eating.
Father, you said we shouldn't discuss while eating.
I see. So because I'm discussing, I have broken your rules. Go on! Put my food. Bring it. If you want to eat some of my food, tell me. Don't come and say I'm finished eating. Devil. I'm getting tired of this boy. What's all this? Look at all this food. Mr. Hezekiah, when you left, I felt very bad. I was very, very devastated. I thought to myself, I realized that I've done you wrong. I mean, how could I speak to a man who could be as old as my father like that? I felt very, very bad.
Honestly, I wondered, Father. I really, really sat. I pondered over it. Honestly.
I'm sorry. I'm honestly very, very sorry.
That's okay, Father. I mean, your voice out is enough for me. I mean, who am I not to forgive an ordained priest of God? If God forgives all of us for all our atrocities and sins that we do every day, you know? But honestly, I did some funny things. I was so angry that I even instructed my wife not to bring some of those goodies, some of those food stuff that they normally bring for you.
You serious?
Oh yes. It got to that extent. I said she should not ever take anything from me. Honestly, I was angry. Because I sat down and I considered it. I said, look, this young man is not as old as my first son. Come to think of it. You know, I considered the fact that I lost my first 3 kids before these ones, which means I'm no longer a small boy. You know, to be insulted by an ordained small boy. Let me put it like that. But it's all right.
I know, and I'm very, very sorry.
It's all right. It's all right. What will I offer you?
No, it's okay. I'm fine. That's one of the reasons I'm even here. Is Chidoke in? I need somebody to help me cook something small just for today, because Theodore's mother is not feeling well and he has left, you know, to go and help her out. So if Chidoke is free, you can come and help.
Father, Chidoke to cook. Well, unless you needed to purge your system. If you want, Chidoke can prepare pocket for you. Honestly, you think every young man is as domestic as your boy Theodore?
That's what I thought.
No. Chidoke can't boil hot water. But he's good in one thing though. If you want Chidoke to come and wash clothes for you, he will wash it, honestly. Provided you have a carton of bar soap to waste. Because he uses a lot of soap. Because don't worry, Father, I think Ifunanya will do it. That's the right person to do it. Yes, Ifunanya. Would you prefer she prepares it here? I mean, she comes there to cook for you, or she prepares it here and then send over?
I don't know if...
It's okay, it's okay. I forgot that Reverend Fathers, I have come to monitor you people. Reverend Fathers are so suspicious. They can't even trust their catechist and the family. But I think that it comes with the training. It's all right, I understand. Ifunanya will come and do it for you.
Okay.
Yeah, Ifunanya.
Thank you.
Ify, let me see if I...
No, Mr. Hezekiah, hold on. I was going through the parish financial records yesterday, and I wasn't too happy from what I saw. I know you're a good man, and I couldn't believe that you are being paid 2,500 naira a month.
You should even begin to thank Father Brendan on my behalf. It was out of his magnanimity that he pressured the parish council to approve that small stipend.
What?
Formerly, I wasn't taking anything. I was just doing it as a charity job, believing that my reward will come from heaven.
No. I mean, you must first get your reward here on earth, and then you can look forward to your reward in heaven. That's the way it works. I mean, even the Bible says that every prophet or priest must reward from his prophecy or his priesthood. It's somewhere in the Bible.
Agreed. But in my own case now, I am not an ordained priest. It's a voluntary job I was doing, you know.
You know what, Mr. Hezekiah? I will review your salary structure. In fact,
thank you, Father.
Right now, I can tell you that from the end of this month, we will be paying you 10,000 naira a month.
Father, thank you at least for considering me in that direction. But I think we're going to have a snag there because the parish council will never approve of this thing like that.
No, it's not a big problem. I mean, I'm the parish priest of my community, and I think I have every authority to give such authorization. I will settle it here at my level. There shouldn't be a problem.
No, Father. That will be putting a lot of head. I know what members we have in the parish council.
Don't worry.
They will never. I'd better stay the way I am rather than go and create problem between you and the parish council. You know.
It shouldn't be a problem.
But it's all right. Let's leave that for another day. Evelyn, what do I offer you? You say you don't want to take anything.
No.
Okay, Evelyn.
Nice, right? Let's get closer. You see. I'll tell you.
Good day, Father.
I hope this place is not.
Yes. Oyento, how are you? How's work? Good. How's work going?
Office is moving fine, sir.
Good.
Just that, as you can see, we're running out of water
And I think Albert is having a problem with the tanker driver, so we need to sort it out, sir.
Well, I hope you guys don't get delayed because I won't entertain that. Let me get my phone. What's his number? What's his number?
00.
33.
835.
Come along, come inside.
835.
Okay.
256.
So you like the house, don't you?
I still don't understand what you need a duplex for.
Personal use, of course.
As in, you want to live there?
Yeah.
What then happened to the parish house?
Oh, please. I don't need that old-fashioned parish house. For what reason? A modern father like me? Nah. All I need to do is make sure I'm present at the parish that I'm posted. Make sure Sunday morning masses, every morning mass, I need to be present. And of course, office hours too, period.
Yeah. Oh, this your own father. I don't understand though.
What don't you understand?
First, you drive a Jeep. Now you're building a duplex with the 10 naira and 20 naira that all these poor women in our village are offering on Sunday in the name of giving it to God.
I am God's representative. God is not going to come down from heaven, is he? To conduct masses at 5:30 every day, 5:30 in the morning. He won't do that. I'm God's representative. I must reap what I sow. Enjoy the fruit of my labor.
But honestly, what do you need all these luxuries for? I thought you people do take vow of poverty, chastity
And obedience, yes. I know that, yes. Have I broken any of those vows? I don't think so. In fact, it is those vows that made me even take up the post to come to this remote village. Because in the first place, I wouldn't have come here.
Remote village. But yet, you make enough from this remote village to build your duplex. And you're still calling it a remote village, Abi?
He who won't work, I believe, shouldn't eat. I work, therefore, I must eat. And the fact that I make money from your parish here doesn't take away that it's a remote village. I even wanted to increase your father's salary. He wouldn't hear of it.
Why?
Why? He wants me to consult those old cargoes at the parish council. I'm not going to hear of that. You know, it doesn't work for me. You think I make money from this parish? You should have been at the Holy Trinity where I came from and see how much money they make per mass. Per mass. Even though I was a curate then. It's unbelievable.
Well, your own father, honestly, I don't understand. I don't just understand this kind of father. Every time you're always on mufti. Oh, today I thank God that you're putting on a Sudan.
That reminds me. I need to just change.
You need to do what?
I need to change.
What for?
That's my lifestyle. That is Sly's style. Father Sly.
So you really want to change?
Yes.
Where were the both of you coming from? See, I've been asking you this question since we were at the parish house till now. We are here. You've not said anything. Somebody might just come out from your house now and see us here.
Hey, God. You would have suffered. What is your business? Hey, what concerns you with where I go to, where I went to, or where I was coming from? Common cook like you. Not even Seminaria that is asking me a question. It's you, Theodore. You better start rushing back to the parish house before Father notices you're not around.
No. I might be the parish cook or the Reverend Father's cook.
Who are those? Ifunanya.
Papa.
Who's that young man? Theodore!
Cut.
Otodulonye. Now get him milk, Jesus. Come, does the father know that you're here?
Yes, he knows. In fact, he's the one that asked me to bring her home.
And her home is near the block.
Well, we were just...
you are just
Katia, I'm sorry.
For what? Come, Ifunanya. Papa. Go inside. Theodore, Abakwa one father. Go inside. Go inside.
If you good night.
What do you want? Good night. Eh? What beef? Come. What are you studying? You haven't gone for the mass?
I went for training.
Training? What are you training to become? African Footballer of the Year. Each time you're with football or with your table tennis. Go and prepare and go for mass.
Papa, is it not 8 o'clock mass? Anyway, it's still to 7. Might the Reverend Father to celebrate mass or even the Catechist?
Chijoke, stop making mockery of my office. That office is what feeds you, pays your school fees. Do you understand what I'm saying? Come on, go and prepare and go for mass. Come, where is this girl? Ifunanya, I'm leaving you behind though.
Papa.
Stop wasting my time. I wonder the kind of jump exam that you're taking, and by this time you're still at home. Please, let's go.
Papa, just go, I will trek.
You will trek?
Yes, Papa.
Why didn't you tell me all this while? That I was waiting for you.
Papa, I'm so sorry. I didn't know you were waiting for me.
You did not know I was waiting for you. If you want to go on your own, come. Take money for your fare.
Don't worry, Papa. I have some money with me.
You have some money on you? Yes. Oh, pocket never dry. Come, you go for mass, so let me not look for you in that church.
Papa, I've heard you.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
I have heard you.
Okay. I have heard you. I have heard you.
Good morning. I have this mass to celebrate, so I'll just drop you off quickly, okay?
Alright.
Ife, what's the problem? Huh? I thought I told him to ask you to sit inside.
I want to wait here.
Is there a problem? If you look sad, are you angry about something? Huh? Talk to me now. Is it your exam? Did it go well? Okay, I see. Is it because I didn't come to see you after the exam? I'm sorry. I should have come to see how you fared, right? I'm sorry. At least I dropped you off to go and write the paper. It would have been nice for me to come and say, how did your exam go? Okay, come on now. What are you angry about? You know, this is my job. It's becoming a little more demanding. Every day there is something to do. Ife, one minute a husband is reporting the wife, the next minute the wife is complaining about the husband over 1 or 2 issues. The parish council chairman is there wanting to see me on a few topics. I'm listening to confession here and there, sick calls back and forth. I'm just doing my job, Ife. I'm sorry, okay? It's the people of this village depend on me. I am the priest of this village and I need to do my duty. I'm sorry.
There's a problem.
Problem? Yes, my lord.
So what is it?
My lord, I am tired. I don't see why I should continue to be in that remote village in the guise of being a parish priest. I mean, I've had it.
Well, my son, calm down. Calm down and be patient.
My Lord, for how long? How long would I continue to wait on the Lord? I have waited long enough.
But you've just been ordained 2 years ago.
I know, but Your Lordship, with all due respect, 3 years, it means nothing to me. What about those who were ordained in the 70s and the 80s? Are they any better than I am? And come to think of it, none of them equaled the grade I had in the seminary.
That's not the yardstick.
Your Lordship, for me that's the yardstick. For crying out loud, I had a double summa cum laude.
Sylvester, my son, I want you to be patient. Be patient.
Your Lordship, I have run out of patience. And I need to get out of the country. By all means possible and at all cost. And even if it means me paying for my own ticket, sponsoring it myself with my personal money, I will do so.
And who told you that you have personal money? Now, I want you to leave. Leave here this moment and report back to your dutiful parish until I deem it necessary. All right?
My Lord, I...
Hey, I said up. Up and leave now. I must tell you that you are rather becoming too confrontational, and I won't want you to see the bad part of me. Now leave. Leave!
Thank you, my Lord.
Get back to your parish.
Thank you, my Lord.
Yeah, hello? Yes, it's your Lord, the Bishop. Yeah, Monsignor, how many scholarships do you say we have received for Siwa? What about Canada? Oh, good.
Shut up! Before I count to 3, just tell me the truth. Are you not or are you?
Mama, wait now. Papa is inside. Wait, Mama.
Ifunanya, before I count to 3, start talking.
Mama, will you tell Papa?
1.
Mama, wait now. I will tell you.
2.
Mama, wait, I will tell you now.
Talk!
Mama, yes.
3.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
What is wrong? What is happening here? Monica? Again?
9. Nothing.
Nothing?
9. Nothing.
You people are practicing wrestling. And you are telling me nothing.
9. Nothing.
With the tears in your eyes? Ifunanya, what is the problem?
Nothing, Papa.
Tears in your eyes, tears in your mother's eyes, and you tell me there is nothing. No, there is something.
Papa, we're on now. Nothing. It's just that I mistakenly put pepper inside my eyes. But I'm okay.
And you mistakenly put pepper into your mother's eyes too? Because there are tears in both eyes. You won't tell me?
Papa, no problem. There's no problem.
Chijoke, Papa, what I'm going for now is our general meeting, so don't expect me to come back so soon. Because from there we are going to for a visit to one of our catechists. But snake is doing this for goodness sake? What is this chim? Look, I spit all over the place. Huh? Monica, what is wrong with your daughter?
No, it's just a minor fever.
Minor fever. Minor fever. And she's born. Look at. You see it again, and you're calling this minor. Minor. 5 splitting in a second, and you're calling it minor. Monica.
She's all right. Ask her now.
Now come, let us go to a doctor. Come on.
Papa, I'm not entering that Okada. I'm fine. Mama have told you that it's a minor sickness. It's a minor sickness.
Because I'm going to tie you here and take you to a doctor. There,
Leave her now.
I'm going to tie you here.
Nine, she's all right now.
Papa, you are wasting your time. If Naya knows what is wrong with her, just ask her to tell you. What
is wrong with your daughter?
Nine, she is fine.
Nothing
is wrong with her.
Look at it again.
I've said it too. I'm not going anywhere. I'm fine. Look, I'm not entering this Okada.
And look at her. She covered herself with waterproof under the sun. Go and know what is wrong with your daughter.
You said you were going for a meeting. Go where you're going now.
So what I'm talking is nonsense. Look at it again. Everywhere. Ifunanya, what is wrong with you?
Papa, I've told you before, I'm fine.
Oberoya, 5 spitting in 1 second is Oberoya. When will it turn to Nukoya?
Mama, please now, beg me. Chijoke, please.
Don't call my name. Don't call my name. Beg who? You better say the truth.
Mama, please now, beg me.
Hey! Nine.
Let me not hear anything from you. Now, are you ready to talk?
Nine.
Are you ready to say something?
Yes, Papa.
Good. Now start talking. As I start talking.
Papa, I will tell you.
Papa, please calm down. Mama, I have not to talk now. What type of rubbish is this?
You said rubbish. Your mother, rubbish. Eh?
I am sorry. I said I'm sorry.
Say it to your mother. Now.
Okay, Mama, sorry.
Good. Now, are you ready to talk?
Yes, Papa.
Now talk. No,
Now talk.
Talk!
Papa, I will tell you now. Papa, I have peri-peri.
Hey. You have what? Peri-peri?
Yes, Papa.
Peri-peri? Of the abdomen, of the head, of the limbs? Which one? Which of the peri-peris? Because by the time I finish with you, you will have puru-puru. Do you understand me? Where is the peri-peri? Up here. He's telling him, are you ready to talk? Let her talk. Okay. You prefer to play on which side now? Are you not that person I'm talking to? Huh? When you are raising your legs up and making places available, you were talking. Talk!
Mr. Hezekiah, please, let's just calm down, please.
Father, ask her to talk, man. What is coming down?
Ife, talk. What is the problem? We have been here for some time now and you are not saying anything. Your father said, speak.
Talk!
I said...
You said last year or last 2 years. Say what you want to say here now. Don't give us reported speech. You said... I
am pregnant.
And Kube?
And Theodore here is
Lord of Jesus, Melgene, Jansen. Lord of Jesus, to come and to stop blaspheming. To come and wash away your sins. Your sin is so thick. It's sludge, cannot be washed by the blood of Jesus. And in fact, for your sake, Jesus Christ has gone anemic. My daughter. Kati. Tika. Oh, you're innocent. You know.
Theo, come and stand here. Stand here. Mr. Hezekiah, please. This is a very, very delicate situation that we need to deal with.
Father, I know it is a serious. Father, look at your dog. We are saying that his first coming was so destructive. He's feeding my daughter. It is a Twitter voice. For a second comment. Theodore! Emeligeme? Theodore! Father, I have to castrate this boy if you want peace in this community.
Theodore!
Mom, I did not do anything.
Miss Hezekiah, please. These are children that have done wrong and...
Children have done wrong.
Father, please, with all due respect, stop calling them children. It's an insult to them. Did you take a good look at Theodore? Look at his face. He's covered with vegetation even more than your own father. Look at vegetation all over his mouth. Look at the tuft here. And I'm sure his chest like that. I'm sure all the other places might be covered with vegetation. And you're calling him a small boy. A small boy. And you were not small boy when we were climbing the tree. Now you have suddenly become small and you're pretending saint. Saint you?
Father Nkem, please still help us. I know you will be disappointed in us, but don't despise us. Take Chinagorom as your brother.
Papa, I already take him as my brother. I mean, that's the way I see him. I think he's a very good boy, except for what has happened now. I even told him to stay at home. I insisted. But he packed his things and that he wanted to come back here, so I had to say, okay. As the situation is, the girl in question, the father is a catechist. And I think in this situation, I will have a lot of control on how to solve it. Because we are all part of the church, we want to keep everything, under control.
Okay.
Chinagorom, nechamanya. You have dragged my name to the mud. Hail Mary, Mother of God. How am I going to face my fellow women in church?
And why? Keep quiet. Keep quiet and let us say something.
Hell.
No, Father.
She's a mother.
If she can't keep quiet here, then let her move into the house and let's talk. Let's say something reasonable. Oh, you Jama, Banono. Move into the house. Let us talk.
It's okay.
When I was saying it, caution this boy. Caution your son, Ijoma. Ijoma will say, nah, you talk too much.
Have you seen it?
Just imagine. Father, please. You are the only hope I have in
Papa,
this.
it's okay.
You will help me.
I will help. Please sit down. Sit down. I will do the best that I can. I will do everything in my power to make sure this situation is calmed. I promise you that.
Thank you, Father.
I promise you. Ideally, I would have said, let's go and meet the girl's parents. But tempers are too high right now. So I would suggest we wait for a while. When things calm down, then we can go and meet the girl's parents.
Okay.
Yes.
If you say so.
How am I going to face my fellow women?
It's okay.
I know anything.
I know it's difficult to understand that only God in heaven will bring to light what is hidden in the dark. Mama, I can't do it.
Like I said, just please take it easy with me. I will keep visiting from time to time and see how the situation is going.
I will always take it easy with you. Do I even have any other thing to do than to take it easy with you? Definitely I will.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Bye.
Benny, you're now a very big girl. So how is Asaba?
Asaba is fine, sir. Asaba is fine.
Good. I'm sure I can see it in you. The other time I was in Father's place and we were watching television and I saw you, on television. You people were talking about girl, child, something, sexual abuse or something like that. But I thought you were a lawyer. I didn't know you work for television too.
No, sir. I am still a lawyer anyway. It's just that I am attached to one NGO
They call it non-governmental organization.
Okay, that was why you people were talking about.
Yes. And that day we were having our annual lecture on the eradication of the girl child abuse in Nigeria. So we were featured live on NTA.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Actually, that's one of the reasons why I came back and eventually here.
Really?
Yes, sir. We're looking for a young female school leaver we could employ in our foundation.
Okay.
And I was given the chance to bring someone. So when I now came back and talked to my mom about it, and she suggested Ifunanya, your daughter, as being the ideal person, considering her religious inclinations. And I also learned she wrote jump. So how is her score?
You mean in jump? Oh. She scored above the highest mark. And she scored too high that it became a wonder.
That's good then.
Benita, forget Ifunanya, look for another girl.
Catechist. No, we are ready to train her. I also heard she's the leader of the altar girls in the parish here.
Oh yes.
And the president of one other...
She's all about it. She's even the president of Pregnant Women's Association. Ifunanya is pregnant. That is what I'm telling you. Unless you people are ready or you people are looking for pregnant women, then you can take Ifunanya.
Holy Jesus.
Please leave Ifunanya's matter.
Who impregnated her?
The president of the altar boys.
Catechist. How did this happen?
The president of the altar boys impregnated the president of the altar girls, and eventually it ended up in a presidential pregnancy. That was how it happened.
And where is this boy now?
That is the most difficult part. The boy is the houseboy of our parish priest.
So what? So because he's the houseboy of whatever you call him, he can't go scot-free from that? I know now. Catechist, that boy will not go scot-free with us.
Good people of God, I'm glad that we have gathered here to solve this situation. Let's just know that the Lord is in our midst, and it will be good that we add him in our deliberations, in our actions, whatever decisions we make tonight. It is true that our children have sinned. They have sinned greatly against the Lord. But that doesn't mean that we should treat them as outcasts or as the worst sinners here on earth. It is our duty to train our children in the best way that we can. But as to who should be the judge, as to who should apportion the blame, or who should dish out the punishment, let's leave that to the Lord himself to handle it. Well, having said that, Mr. Otiji, please, yes, step in and say what you have to say.
Otito di nami Jesu. Na gina melo, otito di Jesu na ngwa tebala ngwa mime.
Here's my brother. We have had all that happened. But we beg you and your wife, please, let us patch up this thing. The way is not going to hurt any of these children. Please. Bikon one name, Tenum Binian, Bikon one name.
Mosu Kunie. Unkuni that your son Kunie. That was the thing that put us all in this very trouble. Your son Kunilo caused all this damage, and you want me to tell you to rise again. Don't rise.
Please. We are ready to look after your daughter and her unborn child until she is delivered of the baby, and even after.
While that security risk you call your son will be left freely to be dangling his dangerous manhood around this very community, looking for the next girl, to devour, to put in family way.
Oga Kalti,
Biko, please, we're begging you, Biko.
Please, let me finish talking with your husband.
Tell me, how do you want us to do it now? Father, please don't keep quiet. Oh. Put your mouth in this now.
Father, Biko, Oga Kati, Biko, take him as your own son.
Now look at Ifunanya as your own daughter. If Ifunanya were to be your daughter, what would you have done?
But we go to God in prayers.
A liar. You're a liar!
Please.
It's okay, it's okay. I had wanted to be very mute to see if both families can come to a compromise. It seems it's a little tough, so I will step in at this point. What we can do...
Oh, Nai. You are still there?
Yes, I am.
I woke up and I didn't see you on the bed. So I decided to check outside.
I'm here.
You see, Nai, you have to consider what the father said about this issue. Because it's neither you or I that sent Ifunanya to go and get pregnant. She was the one that went to Theodore. Or have you ever seen Theodore coming here to look for Ifunanya? He hasn't come here before. So, my dear husband, consider what the two couple said. The way they will look after Ifunanya and the baby until the time they accepted. Now, what do you want to do? Do you want to throw away father's pleas?
Why won't I throw away father's plea? Tell me one good reason why I should not throw away those pleas. Father is pleading because he happens to involve his own boy. Do you think he would have done that if it were another person? If it were another boy from outside, I bet you he would have used it to preach sermon in the church. Now it is his own boy. He's now pleading. A plea that cannot be thrown away. It can be thrown away, yes.
Nine, please. Don't touch it that way. Father is father.
And Catechist is mother.
I have said my mind. Please, don't allow Ifunanya's waywardness to bring you and father at loggerhead.
Is it for Ifunanya's waywardness or your own carelessness? If you were a good mother, you would have directed that girl in the right direction. Yes, you are always on the road. It's either you're going to sell off here, or you're going to buy baking powder here, or you're going to buy flour here. Even when you come back home, you're either baking, you're receiving, you're doing the other. Did you ever bring out time to tutor this girl in the right direction? The do's and don'ts of a woman who is growing. And you are not saying it is her waywardness, it is your carelessness.
One problem with you is that you don't take advice.
Not
don't
this
take
advice. Not this one.
Anyway, I have said my mind. I have told you what I wanted to tell you. From that point forward, I use it to help you in this family.
You had no choice. Please, don't bleed.
Mr. Hezekiah.
Don't plead. This is not the kind of favor you should ask me to do for you. Don't ask me of this kind of favor. Please.
Mr. Hezekiah, please. I'm very much concerned about these children's future.
Is that not selfishness? What of my own future? What of the future of my wife? Why the children's future alone?
But your wife hasn't got a problem with my proposed arrangement. She's okay with it.
That's because my wife is not the catechist. I'm the one who belongs to the church. I'm the one that's going to point fingers at. Look at him, look at him. His daughter got delivered a bastard. What kind of a thing is that?
Mr. Hezekiah, please. I beg you. These are kids we are talking about. Theodore is barely 25 years old. Barely. Don't look at his face and judge him.
At 25, Theodore is late. He's late in even getting married and having issues. My father was 19 when I was delivered. So what are we talking here? Father, what are you asking me to do? For me to stay and people will say that my daughter will have a child who is a bastard when we know that the father is living.
I am just trying to solve this problem.
There is no... Let me go and collect my register. I don't want to listen to it.
Hezekiah.
Theodore, what is your problem?
You're not going anywhere. Yeah, wait here. You're not going anywhere.
Theodore, get out of my way now. What is your problem? Theodore, I will shout, oh.
Shout.
How can you just come and block my way? Who are you, Theodore?
You want to
get
shout?
out of my way.
You want to shout, eh? You want to shout, eh? Ifunanya, see, look at me into the eyes and tell me that I am responsible for this your pregnancy. Eh?
Theodore, I will shout rape. Theodore, you don't know me, I will shout.
You want to shout rape? You think I cannot shout? Let me help you shout. Rape! Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. You say look at me in the eye and tell me that I am responsible for this your pregnancy. Eh? Ifunanya? Or tell me that you do not know who is responsible for this pregnancy. Tell me who is responsible for this pregnancy. Eh? See, the truth to be known though. You think you can hold, you can leave me alone. You think you can hold this thing forever, Abi? Ifunanya, who is responsible for this pregnancy? Why did you say I'm responsible?
Allow me to go now. What?
Go where? Eh? The truth to be known though. The truth to be known. Eh? Ifunanya.
Papa, Father, I don't think running away will be the best in this situation. Because running away would only make me guilty when I know I'm innocent.
My son, not that way now. Nobody said you should run away. Father only offered to send you abroad for obvious reasons. If you keep staying around, the girl's father will continue to push that two of you marry. But if you keep away for some time, the fact of your absence will only help him come to terms with the reality and the difficulty in what he is proposing. Father, was it not what you were saying?
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying.
I am not in support of it. My son says it's innocent and I believe him. I know when my son is lying and when he's saying the truth. In this case, my son is innocent. Why should he be running away? What is he guilty of? What is chasing him? Why should he be running away? To the best of my knowledge, I think that what should be done is that we remain prayerful so that one day, one fine day, by the special grace of God, that girl will come and tell us the truth of who impregnated her. As for my son, he's innocent. He's not going anywhere.
You are supporting Chinagrom. You will support his going abroad. It's
okay. Papa, I'm serious, so I'm very, very serious.
Then you should go to the intensive care unit.
Hello, good evening. Yes, Father Mozino, yes, good evening. It's me, Father Sylvester, yes. No, Junior, sir. Yes, good evening, I'm fine, thank you. And you? Okay, Father, I just called you to bear my mind to you concerning my study leave. I'm just hoping that you can fast track it for me because, as it were, I am very convinced in my spirit the Lord is leading me to embark on this trip, and I'm just hoping you can fast track it for me. Yeah, sure. It was Germany, you're correct, but the way things are going now, I think I can settle for whatever because I don't have much of a choice, so that should do for me. No. Can we leave Siwa out of this? I think that's out of the picture. I'm not really interested in going down that lane. But anything out of the country within a span of, say, 2 weeks should do for me. Yes. Please, can you just fast track it for me? I will appreciate it very much. Okay. Like I said, I'm really convinced the Spirit is leading me to embark on this trip, and I really want to go on it. Yes, Father. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, I'll respect your call. Okay. Good evening. I'm sorry for calling you late. All right. Have a good night. Bye. Hi. How are you?
Oh my God, hi.
It's alright. How are you?
What are you doing?
I'm just hugging you, of course. Something wrong with that?
Did you forget that you're a seminarian?
It's okay. Nobody around here knows that. Come on, have a seat, have a seat. Relax. You're the only one who knows about it. What's your problem? Hey, listen. I think I should get you a drink.
Oh, nothing. I'm fine with my water.
All right.
I'm sorry. I'm actually nervous. What do you want with me?
Okay. The last time I saw you at the Parish house, I think you were splendid. Good-looking lady. I think you were every man's dream. So I just thought I'd meet you again and harness the idea. Yeah.
I don't understand. You are a seminarian.
But you're beautiful. Do you understand that?
No. No. That's not right.
My name is Sly. All right? Sly is the name. Listen, let me be the one to decide what is right or wrong. That's my decision to make. If it is good or is bad, right or wrong, let me make the choice. Okay? I think I should get you a drink. Get something that can relax you a little bit. You understand what I mean? So...
This doesn't make any sense. There's no point you sneaking out of the seminary school to come here to see me because I will not have anything to do with you. Anything whatsoever.
Christian, you're right.
You are a seminarian.
You're right. I'm a seminarian. I'm not a priest. And that's why I have enough leverage to do what I want to do. You get what I mean? I can stop being a priest. I can decide not to be a priest today. Will that make you happy?
Thank you very much. Go on, do that.
I'm not ready.
Make that decision. Come on, go on, make it. I don't want you coming here to see me because you end up getting me into trouble. Any of my family members could barge in here and see you.
Nobody is going to get into trouble, Christine. If anybody should be apprehensive about this meeting, that person should be me. Because I'm the one that broke all odds to be here without permission from the seminary. Nobody knows you. You are not from this town.
Can you possibly tell me why you called for this meeting? Why do you want to see me?
The same reason that I told you the last time. I'm in love with you.
Don't do that. What are you doing there?
Where?
The seminary.
What do you mean?
You don't belong there. If you cannot control your sexual urge, that means you do not belong there. What you end up doing, you end up bringing the prestigious name of the church to ridicule.
Wait. Are you my bishop? Are you my rector? No, you're not. Just let me live my life, okay?
I'm only concerned about the church.
Please stop being concerned about the church and focus on what I am telling you.
No, cannot. Not while you're a seminarian. And God forbid you become a priest.
Well, that's what you're wrong. Watch me. Just watch. Watch me get ordained.
Sly, open your eyes and face reality. You do not belong there. You end up making so many mistakes.
Christine, come on.
Stop. Don't do that.
You say your husband is aware of this, your visit?
Yes, so now my husband is aware.
Let's see. Mama Ifunanya. Mama Ifunanya. Monica!
Nine. Yes, Nine. Oh, madam.
I asked after you earlier, but your husband said you were very busy in the kitchen.
Yes, my dear. You're welcome, oh?
Thank you very much.
So, how is your family?
Everybody is fine, we thank God.
Hey, yeah. Welcome, oh? Welcome.
Thank you.
Monica, the way I called you should tell you that I'm not trying to pronounce your name. I summoned you.
I am sorry, Nai. I am very, very sorry. I am here now.
Woman, please repeat what you said to me in her presence.
Please, my sister, don't be offended. I have pleaded with your husband earlier. You see, there's a saying that goes that when a woman runs without gripping her breast, that means that what is chasing after her is very, very important. You see, my son still insists that he is not responsible for your daughter's claims. So my husband and I agreed that they should both run a test so that at least we'll know who is lying.
But I'm not going for any test.
What did I hear her say? Did you hear what she said? Because I didn't hear. What did she say?
Papa, she said she's not going for any test.
That?
She's not going for any test.
And you, the interpreter, are saying it so leisurely. This is your sister, daughter of a catechist, bringing shame onto the family. And you are saying it as if we are here doing catechism. What did I hear you say, Ifunanya?
Nah, take it easy on her now.
Hey! What did I hear you say?
Papa, as no one wait now if I deliver the baby.
Step aside, please.
Nine.
Monica!
What is it? Take it easy.
Hey, Papa, I'm more than why I'm not going anywhere.
Oh. This girl still has muscles in her lips to talk to me like this. After all the shame you are bringing to the family. Monica.
Nah, it's okay.
Get out of
Nah, it's okay now. Are you going to kill her?
Please calm down.
Eh?
She's okay. I'm going to render you motherless if your mother does not go out of me.
What?
No,
Papa, please.
Mr. Otiji, please tell me. I really need to know at this point in time. I'm a little baffled here because I don't understand what is happening. Are you truly the head of the house? Are you the head of your family?
Yes, Father, of course, I'm the head.
So what is the problem? Why can't you put your foot down on your decisions? Let your yes be yes and your no be no. Why is your wife interfering with your decision? She's not the head of your house. You are. So I expect you to make the decisions. Because honestly, the way things are going, I might just have to withdraw. Take my hands out of this matter. Yeah, that's what I would do. I would just wipe my hands off it. Because I don't like the way it's going. I'm trying to calm things down. I am the only one that can calm this situation. Because the girl's parents, they are Catholics. Better still, their father is a catechist. So I can control the situation. Make your decision. It's as simple as that. Listen, I cannot begin to tell you on how many accounts that I personally had to tell Theodore to go home, to sack him, get out, on account of his promiscuity.
Hey!
You can't believe it.
Hey!
I'm telling you. What will you be telling the girl's parents? That they are liars? You propose the test, they do the test, and it comes out positive.
Right.
What is the implication? That they are liars. And at that point, it will be bad. It will be dangerous. Because there will be no turning back. It will be bad. It will be a terrible state. Because Mr. Hezekiah will insist that Theodore marries his daughter.
Hey.
Yes. How old is Theodore? Can he fend for himself?
Father, no, we are not going to do the test. I will not support them.
Thank you. Then put your foot down. Let your wife know you are the head.
Mama, please now. Mama, Chijoke, please let me talk.
Don't call my name. Father is coming.
Makado, you are still here. Oh, you are still here.
Nine.
You are still here.
Nine. Calm down now.
All right, no, don't worry.
Please down. Eh? It's okay now. What is wrong with you? Eh? You want to kill my daughter for me? What is wrong with you?
You better go. Just go. You don't wait.
Nine.
You are still here.
Nine. Father, please. Please come and
You better go.
help me. Lord of Jesus.
You never learn, I will deal with you.
Hey, Lord of Jesus. What is happening?
Baby. Go back to the house.
Blood of Jesus.
Go, baby.
That's the blood of Jesus.
If you had shame on you, you wouldn't be here.
Mr. Hezekiah, please calm down.
Father, that test issue is going to cause somebody's head. Father, unless you're ready to pray another requirement for another person, ask Ifunanya to leave my sight. That's all I ask for.
Please calm down. Can you put the cutlass down? Please. If you come here, come.
You.
Mr. Hezekiah, please. I need you to just calm down, all right? Please. It's important that you calm down. What is happening?
The same test issue.
Your daughter not availing herself for the test is important to her serenity and her peace of mind at this point.
Peace of mind?
Yes.
Who needs peace of mind? She needs peace of mind when she had destroyed my own peace. Between the two of us, who needs peace of mind, Father? Let us be honest.
With all respect, Mr. Hezekiah.
Just ask her to leave me. Ask her to leave my face.
Please.
Father. You will soon join Chonguba.
God forbid.
Mr. Hezekiah, I need you to calm down in the name of Jesus Christ that I stand here and represent. Please.
Okay. I
reject that in Jesus' name.
Amen.
What is wrong with you?
It's amen.
No, reject it.
It's amen.
Sorry.
Mr. Hezekiah, please.
Okay, Father. Okay, Father.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's all right. It's okay. If you come here. You pack the things.
He asked me not to touch them, so
I said come and pack the things.
Father, he will kill me. I don't know whether I'm going to heaven.
Can you turn the hands of time? You wrecked my life. You caused so much pain for me. You destroyed my life, and you took my joy away from me. You said you make me smile. You said you take care of me. You said you do anything just to keep this in love. And then you turn around away. Left me all alone. Why did you want me to live this way? My world and hope is lost. I've been living in this pain. I lost my mother. Now standing here telling you sorry. Can you turn the hands of time?
The man's lie.
My guy, what didn't happen? What about Okoman?
He will soon be out. We are going on a pastoral visit.
Right. So what didn't happen? He summoned for me. What's up?
Now you now. Not be your way. Huh? Sharp, man. Anyway.
Tell me.
Congratulations, Sha.
Sylvester, how are you?
I'm fine, Your Lordship. Thank you.
I sent for you, right?
Yes, Your Lordship.
Sit down.
Thank you.
Father Jonathan, please don't stand. Go and get the driver ready.
He's waiting already.
I see. Good. But still don't stand. Excuse us.
All right.
Sylvester.
Yes, Your Lordship.
Two of a kind. That's exactly where you are. Very troublesome.
Your Lordship, I thought I have changed.
Changed? I haven't seen you changed yet. Even though I am watching you closely. Anyway, I want you to get ready because soon you'll be traveling to Vienna. Yes, the studies commission shortlisted your name, and only yesterday the courier approved of it.
Your Lordship, thank you.
You are now happy. You're happy, aren't you?
I'm very happy. I'm very happy, Your Lordship.
That's all right. That's all right. And, as you can see, we are going out on visitation. So I don't know. You want to stay back? Feel free.
Your Lordship, I just have one more request.
Request?
Yes, Your Lordship.
Always very insincere. Okay, what is it?
There is going to be this liturgical conference in Ghana for like 2 weeks, and I must be there. I just have to be there no matter what. You know, as the secretary for the Diocesan Liturgical Commission, I have to be there, more especially because our chairman's condition, his health condition is not so good. That is why I called you to let you know that I will be going for that conference. So I want you to be strong. I don't want you to feel bad. I'll be praying for you. Okay?
Okay. No problem. So, when are you leaving?
That should be in about a month. Yes, in about a month I will leave for the 2 weeks course. But there's nothing to worry about because I will make sure I buy you a phone so we can communicate. I will call you to check on you. You can call me if there are any complaints, and just let me know so I can solve it or see how best I can get it solved. Okay? But if you remember, never, ever consent to that test if it does come up again. Because if they don't care about you, at least they should be thinking about the child. So, don't consent to it, even though I know I have chastised Theodore's father and he will not dare do such a thing. But just remember, never ever. Is that clear?
Yes.
Alright, good. Good. You'll be fine. Alright? You'll be fine. Let me pray for you. Let's pray. Our help is in the Lord.
Akataka. Omuna wo igu.
Mulichukucha jogo.
Omuna wo igu. Kedo traverse.
Itobem.
Oh.
You're welcome. You're welcome. The Lord is good.
Our Lord is good all the time, my brother.
What
about Madame?
Where else will Madame be? Madame has planted her bottle in puff-puff business. So she's in school selling puff-puff. Where else?
As long as puff-puff is the yum-yum in the family, it's all well.
So be it.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, ma'am. Check him. This one that you are tying wrapper all over your body, are you well?
Yes, sir. It's just that I have a slight cold.
Oh, no. Sorry, Mama.
Let's go in.
I don't want you to go for
Let's go inside, please. Please have a seat, have a seat, have a seat.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're very welcome.
Yes, sir. Actually, we came for this dinner related council meeting in your parish. And I decided to stop by to say hello. I didn't see you at the meeting. I hope everything is well with you.
Chief Ojike, I can't divide myself into two. I'm just coming back from this Diocesan Music Festival.
Okay.
But surprisingly, we even went there only to find out that thing had been postponed.
No, you mean your parish priest didn't tell you people?
He never did. And we were all together making the preparation and giving me information on how we were preparing. He never did.
That is sad.
So my brother said, let me do the ones I can do and leave the rest for God. What of your son, Father Chidi?
Chidi, my son, is doing well. He actually came over to inform me that he'll be traveling abroad.
Oh, really?
Yes. Alongside with your parish priest.
Which my parish priest?
Father Sylvester. You have no knowledge about this?
Oh, Father Sylvester never told us anything about his travel. Are you sure of what you're saying?
Yes, Chidi told me so. We'll be traveling together.
For
Chidi, Sylvester, and Father Akwebuka.
For leave or for study?
Actually, Chidi said it's a 3-year course at the Catholic University in Vienna, Austria. Your parish priest will be leaving before my son, Chidi, and Father Akwebuka. Because Chidi has to wait for this priest that is studying at Siwa at Port Harcourt to come back and take control over his parish before he leaves. While Akwebuka will be waiting for... This is something I can't remember.
But how come Father Sylvester never told us anything about this development? Are you sure that...
Not when he's leaving in 3 days. Maybe that's why he didn't tell you about the change in the musical festival.
In 3 days.
Yes.
No, sister. It's not like that. I called you yesterday. I called and you didn't answer your phone. I even spoke to your husband. Yes. He said he was in the lobby and that you had a hectic day. You had fallen asleep. Honestly, I did call you. I called and called. Okay? Yeah, as a matter of fact, I will be going to Vienna on Thursday. No, but I want to go through Lagos first. I need to go and get with a friend. Check out a few things. Yes. It's for 3 years.
Sly, so it's true. It's true, Sly. It's true, Sly. You actually want to abandon me and run away. Hey!
Madam,
Oh,
sorry,
God,
there's nobody. I will call you back, please. God bless you.
Sly, so it's true. You want to abandon me in this village and run away.
Abandon you? Where? Where am I going? Oh,
you don't know what I'm saying. Don't give me that question, that Sly, because you're making me angry. Okay, you want to leave me and run away. Today you know where you're going. Today I know. Who's Obelenwa? Okay, I'm Obelenwa. I will teach you and I will show you what Obelenwa can do. Today a useless person like you.
Because I give you the opportunity.
Which opportunity? Okay, you see how much to talk.
Wait. This is the parish. I am a priest, a man of God. What's wrong with you? What are you doing?
I think I'm running to go. Okay, you call yourself a priest. You
Stop this.
Stop.
Change okay. Change. Come and help me bring out this machine.
Papa, you said?
Where are you putting your hand?
Papa, I don't know. It's just...
Change okay.
Papa?
I'm suspecting your movement too. You go for check-up.
Ha. Nah.
In what?
Papa, check-up.
Come on, help me say this before you now.
I've heard you.
I can offer.
Kati. What is that?
Your daughter.
Kati. She has gone insane.
Which my daughter are you talking about?
Kati,
follow you where? Who?
Ifunanya.
If I did what? Tell me.
Ifunanya is mad. She's mad.
Will you tell me what happened before you say come?
Ifunanya, calm down. Where did you see her?
At the parish house.
Is she alright? You know
I don't know. At the parish house.
I was at the chapel.
You're not me. Okay, you want me to go see Abby? You want me to...
Okay. What is it? Okay, Ifunanya. What is it? What's your number? Father?
Here.
Father, what happened?
What's happening? What should I tell you? What is happening? Look at it. What is happening here? What do you want me to tell you, Mr. Hezekiah? Your daughter is going mad. Your daughter is going insane. She's going crazy. Swapped into my living room, tore up my clothes, tried to scratch my face, saying meaningless and crazy words. There's something wrong with you.
You are a liar. You are a liar. Just what I'm talking about. You are just a darkness. Try to know what I'm talking about.
See what I'm saying? And Mr. Hezekiah, right now I am so angry. God is my witness. I am so angry. If your daughter doesn't keep quiet, I will not hesitate to pounce on her. Father, shut up! Please. If she doesn't shut up!
Please, Father,
Papa, you're begging him.
I am losing it.
Papa, don't beg him. I have to tell him to come near me. Come and touch me. Your question. Papa.
Please, just take it cool.
You see what I'm saying?
Just tell everybody this lie. Tell them how you impregnated me. And ask you to say what your boy Theodore that did it. Tell everybody what you did. Tell everybody this lie.
You see?
Tell everybody what you did.
You see the kind of insane words coming from her mouth? Saying that about me? You see? A parish priest? Can you imagine? Look, I was just waiting for you to get here. I need your consent, so I will send her to the psychiatry. That's where she belongs.
Allow me to talk, Papa. Allow me to talk this man.
It's alright. Okay, fine.
Yes. This is what I'm saying.
Lord Jesus! What is that? Ifunanya, what did I do to you?
She's going mad.
What happened to her? Cathy!
Please.
Cathy, what is the matter? What did I do to her?
Don't worry. Come help me. So that we can send her out.
Quickly! No! Quickly! Wait! Hey! Nobody should touch her.
Nobody should touch her. Yes, Papa.
Are you mad?
Yes, I'm mad. I am mad.
Are you
Papa,
mad?
nothing is wrong with Ifunanya. She knows what she's saying.
Nobody
my dagger. Yes, Papa. This is your dagger.
Mr. Hezekiah, there is something wrong with your children. They are all going insane.
Yes, I'm going crazy. Yes. Nobody should come here. If anyone knows that he is God we are serving, let him all come near my sister. I'm going to use this knife for you.
She's okay.
Oh, Mama.
She's okay.
Mama,
are you okay?
Yes, I'm alright.
What is this?
Baby, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, okay, just
we should take them both to the psychiatrist.
Papa, I started suspecting them the day I was coming back from my friend's house. I saw Ifunanya coming out from the hotel. I asked her what she was doing there. She said she went to collect her jam money.
From who?
From the Reverend Father, the father which you know, Father Sly, of course. Papa, just imagine. You remember that day? Father Sly asked her Ifunanya to come and cook for him. Papa, I followed them. I followed them to know where exactly they were going. Papa, they drove to a building site from there to a hotel.
Well, it's not wrong to enter in a hotel.
Papa, I waited for so long. Now tell me what Father Sly do with Ifunanya in the hotel room to pray?
They would have gone there to buy something or make some inquiries. That's what I'm saying.
Papa, I don't understand. Then why did she lie to you? Hey, Papa, you remember the day Ifunanya claimed to have gone to Nkem Owoh's house for a meeting? You remember that day?
That's a very late meeting.
Thank you very much, Papa. It's a lie. I watched Ifunanya enter the Parish house with Father Sly.
But she has the right to enter the Parish house.
Papa, you don't understand. The problem is that you don't understand. Why did she lie to you, Papa? Because I let her ask, you know, Biajuru, Nkiru, your younger brother. She confirmed that even though the Mary League meeting was held in their house, that Ifunanya didn't attend the meeting. He showed me the attendance register.
You see what I'm saying? You know why this in Chijoke?
Papa.
You know why I'm saying all this? Are you sure of what you are saying?
Papa, I'm telling you the truth. I can't lie to you now. Hi.
You know why I'm saying it is that if you ever make a wrong accusation, lay a wrong claim the head of an ordained priest of God, it will weigh negatively, in fact so heavily, against this family. That's what I'm trying to avoid. So you must be sure of what you are saying.
Papa, let me tell you, I swear with my life, let God take me. If any part of this is a lie, Papa, I can't lie to you. Okay, you know that day when I was going for a exam, can you remember? Thank you very much. And you wanted to drop her off.
No,
she said she wanted to trek. She didn't trek. Look at it, now trekking. Father Sly beat Ifunanya along the road. Papa, I kept on monitoring them. I'm beginning to suspect two of them, Papa. I can't lie to you. I am telling you the truth.
You caused so much pain for me. You destroyed my life and you took my...
Well, I'm in your hands, so look at the situation. Mr. Catechist, right? Mr. Hezekiah.
Father, you know who I am, you know.
Yes, I know your name. I am just trying to convince myself that I do know who you are, that you are the catechist, that I am the parish priest, and you have the heart, the thought to come to my house and confront me. That if truly, I mean, I'm still trying to understand, to comprehend that if truly I impregnated your daughter, is that why you are here?
Father, try to understand me. I'm even as confused as you. In fact, even more confused. I just want to know the facts from the fiction.
You don't have to hear from me. What is that? Why? That's what I'm saying. I'm still trying to comprehend why you would even have the thought. Your daughter is behaving in a very insane manner. All you have to do is bundle the girl up, send her to the psychiatry. Let them deal with her mentally. That's all.
Father, I doubt if my daughter is a mental case.
You do?
I do.
I see. Then I think you also have a mental problem. Because if a mad person can... then I think you also have a mental problem. Because I believe somebody who is sane will be able to identify a mad person. If you cannot see that she is mad, then you are also sick in the head. You are sick. You also need to go to the psychiatrist.
Father, my daughter has made everything very clear. I want you to calm down. Let us trash these things. Now that the thing is still within the house. Because if it goes outside the house, it becomes bad, even for this parish. Even, you have told me everything from your benevolence of giving her money for registration, the jump form, and all that and all that. She has made it clear. That's why I've come to you to give me your own side.
So this is what I get for being nice. This is what I get for trying to send your daughter to further her education. This is what I get.
Father,
yes, that is what you are telling me.
Father, I gave you my daughter to cook for you. I'm now beginning to understand. Probably you cooked my daughter and you overfed her. I came here for us to trash these things. And you're becoming antagonistic. I give you all the respect.
You are stupid. You are very stupid. Get out.
Don't let your pride overshadow your sense of reason. Because that is what is happening now.
Kanayo!
The earlier you calm down and we trash this thing, the better.
Kanayo! Where are you? Put this man out.
I'm asking. Your pride, no, don't want. Don't put your paws on me. I will go. But Father, the truth about this pregnancy will come out.
Get out.
Okay, Father.
Make sure he doesn't come back.
I'm sorry you cannot see the bishop.
Why, is he not on seat?
I wouldn't say he's not on seat, but he's very busy with some government functionaries.
But I will wait. I will wait.
I don't think it will be necessary. He will be definitely warned out at the end of the meeting.
Father, I am a catechist in Roman Catholic Mission. I am from St. Joseph's Parish in Aniekwe. And if I cannot lay my complaint to His Lordship, who else will I lay my complaint to? Please.
It's like you don't understand what I'm saying. The bishop is busy. Actually, you cannot see him today, next week, or is it even an appointment?
Do I need an appointment? I mean, this is an urgent thing. It's something that involves a scandal or something. You know, let me see him.
Then I suggest you go back to your parish and see your parish priest.
This involves my parish priests.
Don't you think that if we keep on breaching protocol every day for everyone that is in need, the bishop might be terribly weighed down? Don't you think so?
Father, the bishop is ordained to be a shepherd to all of us. In fact, this is his primary assignment. Even the government functions is less important than what I have. Because we're under his
Then see the Vicar General. But for the bishop, I think it's highly impossible you can't see him.
Father, if you denied me seeing His Lordship, I might be tempted to handle this case my own way, and it may not be good.
Then God be with you.
Really? Okay. Thank you, Father. Come. Come, my daughter, come. Come. Don't be afraid. Come and sit down, Ifunanya. I'm not going to beat you. Oh? Sit down, don't fear. I'm not going to hurt you. Sit down.
Ifunanya,
Papa.
do you remember who was buried on that spot there?
Yes, Papa.
Who?
Papa, his brother Chinwoba.
Good. Now, I want you to have that at the back of your mind as you answer me this question. Ifunanya,
Papa.
who is responsible for your pregnancy?
Papa, I know that I might have lied this way about Theodore being responsible for my pregnancy. I know who actually was, and it's not him. Papa, his father's lie. It all started that day he came to the house and met me crying over my jam. And he walks towards that end and asks me to come with him.
It's okay. Is it your parents? What is the problem? Huh?
It's the money from my jam form.
Okay, your jam form. What is wrong with it? Did you lose it? Did somebody steal it from you? What is the... Stop crying. What is the problem? Tell me so we can solve it.
Father Braden promised to see me through university before he traveled abroad. But now he has traveled and my father is telling me to wait until my younger brother Chichoke finishes his secondary school. Well, all my mates are in the school or will be taking their jam this year. They're telling me to wait.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So where is the problem there? Is it who is going to sponsor you? Is it you not being in the university or the money for the jam? Which is which?
Who will sponsor me and the money for the jam?
Okay, stop crying. God works in mysterious ways you will never understand. Okay, it's fine. I'll give you my number. Call me. Okay, so we can meet and then we'll see how best we can solve this problem. It's nothing to worry about. Just stop crying. At least you've told me what the problem is. It will be solved.
Thank you, Father.
And the meaning of Ifunanya is love. So you should be radiant. You should smile and be happy. Okay? We'll solve the problem. Stop crying. Alright? Thank you.
So when I called him, Papa, he asked me to come over to one guest house. He claimed he was having meeting with his friends that came back from abroad. On reaching there, Papa, on getting to that place,
Come in. Come in. This is the room I told you about, my friend's room. You know, the white. No, sit here, sit here. Feel free. Feel free. Be comfortable. There we go. Remember my white friend I told you about that they've gone to check out some raw materials that we will export. Are you fine?
yes, I'm okay.
Good, good, good. You're fine. And beautiful as ever, right? I'm sure you know you are beautiful. Come on, don't lie to me. You know you are beautiful. Doesn't your boyfriend tell you that every time?
But I don't have a boyfriend though.
Ah, come, don't say that.
No, I don't have any boyfriend.
Don't lie to me. I'm a priest. I would know.
But I'm not lying. I don't have any boyfriend.
Okay. So, does that mean I can apply?
But I do now, so that I'll start going now.
It's okay. It's okay. Don't call me father. Just call me Slide. Everybody calls me Slide. Huh? Okay. Oh, yes. Your jam?
Yes.
Good. I know it's running out of time. What's that? And 5. Just enough, right? You know? So you take this money, make sure that you write your bad form, okay? And then count it properly. And,
Stop now, I don't need to know.
Come on.
Stop.
Hey.
What do that to me, Mama, please. Now. Father, now, please don't do that to me now.
Listen.
Please don't do this to me now, please. Papa, he raped me.
He raped me, Papa. He pleaded with me, Papa. He knelt down with tears. Papa, he promised me everything. He promised me everything, Papa. To see me through my university education, to see Chijoke through his university education as well, and also to increase your salary. But notwithstanding all these promises, Papa, I forgive him because of what people will say and because he's a priest.
Father Sylvester raped you. Father Sylvester raped you. It's okay. It's all right. And you can go to bed.
Papa, please. Papa, just forgive me. Papa, forgive me.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You can now go to bed. Go and sleep.
Standing here telling me you're sorry. Can you turn the hands of time? You wrecked my life. You caused so much pain for me. You destroyed my life. And you took my joy away from me. You said you make me smile. You said you take care of me. You said you'd do anything just to keep this in love. And then you turn around away and left me all alone. Why did you?
As a matter of fact, I should be on the 12:15 flight to Lagos. Yeah. Tomorrow? That should be on Thursday. Okay. Fine, it works for me.
That's the dog. That's it.
Officers, arrest this man.
Hello. No, there is no problem. I will call you back. Yeah, God bless you.
Officers, arrest this man.
What is happening here?
What is happening here is what you cannot pretend to hide. What is happening here is that you're being taken away for your evil deeds. That you impregnated my daughter and you having incessant sexual abuses with her.
Wait. Mr. Hezekiah, I am a little baffled at all of this. I'm running late for my flight. You guys, let's go.
See why I want to kill him? In the face of everything, he's still pretending he does not know. I wonder why I'm doing this.
Calm down, Mr. Calm down. Officers, do your job. Arrest this man.
I'm Inspector Kabiru from the 9th Police Headquarters, Abia. Young man, you're under arrest.
For what? Listen. Whatever you call yourself, look at this environment here. This is a parish house.
Yeah.
Look across, that's the church. I am a priest.
You are a priest. You refer to yourself as a priest. You're a synchro priest. You're a psychedelic ajasco priest. In fact, your priesthood has no value.
I don't care. I'm not God to ascertain if you're actually his priest or not. Cobra.
Yes, sir.
Arrest him.
Okay, so what am I wearing? Is this fake?
Cobra.
It is fake! It's fake!
Wait, don't push. I will go on my own. Mr. Hezekiah, what is all this? What is all this?
It's all this is what you know. Don't pretend you do not know. Just pretend to be a priest. What kind of a priest are you?
What's all this accusation?
Let me
make a phone call.
Why? Are you allowing him? Why? No phone call.
Why can't I make a phone call?
Because you are evil.
There is an officer here. He knows I have the right to make a phone call. Right, officer?
He doesn't know what you are carrying between your thighs. He doesn't. I know.
No phone call.
I'll say no. But I know my rights.
There's no phone call. We are talking of criminal case here. Okay? You must go with us.
Okay, I'm going. Okay, let's go to station.
Don't worry.
Let me take my...
No, sir. I'm not taking anything.
Let's go to station.
You won't take anything.
Mr. Hezekiah, you will regret this.
I will not regret. In fact,
I am a man of God.
You are a man of God.
I am a priest. You are a catechist. Let's go.
I
am a parish priest.
Your body belongs to God. Your phallus belongs to Satan. Huh?
What?
Yes, my lord.
Wasn't he supposed to be in Lagos already? When is he billed to travel?
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night. All right. Hurry. Contact the Legal Commission. By the way, who is in charge of the Legal Commission?
My Lord, Father Michael is in charge.
Oh, Father Michael. All right. Get inside my room, get me my phone on the desk. Okay? Anyway, call Michael. Call Michael and inform him. Better still, get me my phone. Let me call his lordship, the Bishop of Abia Diocese.
All
Let
right,
me see how he can help us.
All right, my Lord.
Yes. Jonathan.
What happened? This man raped and impregnated my daughter. And you people stay here and refer to him as a reverend, ordained reverend gentleman. What makes him a reverend? You people refer to him as that. I don't. To me, he's evil. He doesn't qualify for that attachment, that prefix of reverend. Not to talk of father. Father to who?
Ati, remember he's a priest forever.
Then let this priest forever marry my daughter forever.
Lord of Jesus.
Don't call blood of Jesus. It has nothing to do with it. You will see the truth and you will blind one eye. Innocent blood of Jesus, precious blood of Jesus into this evil. My brothers, do you know the weight, the enormity of the offense? And you leave Jesus Christ out of this. Let's talk of the thing that happened.
You have to rethink over this issue. The man in question is an anointed man of God.
Am I not anointed? I'm an anointed catechist. And again, she raped an anointed child of God because my daughter was anointed. On occasions. Was anointed.
You have to find another way to deal with this issue other than going to the police. I mean, arresting a reverend father is an abomination and it's uncalled for.
Arresting a reverend father is an abomination. And what of a reverend father raping and impregnating an innocent girl? What is it called? Can you define that for me? I don't even think it's a... And you people keep saying reverend gentleman. Look, it is blasphemy to this Holy Catholic mission for such impurity to come into our denomination. I know the roots, I know the line. I'm sure he came through the back door because the Catholic community cannot make such a person a priest. If you go and find out, you see that what I'm saying is a fact.
Kati, do you know that the Bible says, touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm?
Bam!
So I want you to be very careful what you say.
Do you know the significance of that quotation? Touch not my anointed. My daughter was anointed on 2 occasions. Her baptism, her confirmation. And then this man not only touched an anointed child of God, raped an anointed child of God. In that process, raped my family, raped the community, and raped the Holy Catholic mission. And you are sitting here telling me, catechizing, that this man is holy. I tell you, I'm still going to find out how he entered into this denomination because he can never be a priest.
Kati, I have told you, bring down your temper.
Bring down my temper for what? It saddens me and it sickens me when you see the truth and you put your head the other way. Gentlemen, look at this and pass judgment that is supposed to be passed. A priest, you call a priest an ordained man of God, going around flinging his manhood that is behind under the cassock, which is very, very dangerous, and using it to impregnate all the innocent girls of the community, and you tell me he's a revered man of God. Who gave them that qualification? I tell you, this man is an impurity to Catholic community, and I'm still going to insist that I meet the bishop and let's find out what qualified him to be a priest.
Ati,
to find out. Jiniwayo, Megini.
Mama, my mother, I am pouring water for you to take tea.
I'm alright. I don't want tea.
You don't want to take tea? This is unbelievable. My mother of all people don't want to take tea. Mama, what is the problem? I don't need to ask if there's a problem. Because I knew that this your unscheduled visit wasn't going to be rosy at all.
How will it be, eh? How will it be? Benita, how will it be rosy? When you have decided to work for the devil against the church, Benita. Benita, you of all people, no. Benita, I brought you up in the way of the Lord. Benita, why? Why you? Hey, Chimo. Benita, you have the guts to call police and arrested a man of God. Hey! Hey! Benita, he's a priest of the Lord. A priest of the Lord.
Wait. Oh, wait. Don't cry your head too quick for nothing. I brought the police to arrest a man of God. Yes, a man of God that did what? A man of God that raped and impregnated an innocent girl and wanted to abandon her and fly abroad. That is the action I am kicking against that my mother is crying her head off. Please, spare me that.
You don't cry. You don't continue to cry until you take your hands off that case.
Okay, in that case, I'll have to walk down to the street and buy you a packet of Panadol. Or better still, Panadol Extra, because you will be needing it. Huh?
Benita, you will go nowhere. Oh. Benita, you are going nowhere. Benita, that man is a priest of the Lord. Are you even sure he did what you said? What you are saying he did? Are you sure?
Mama, I am close to sure, Mama.
Oh, you are even close. You are not even sure. Benita, you are not even sure.
Mama, I am close to sure. Hey. And let me tell you what you don't know. My agency will take this particular case to court. And the receptionist that worked in that hotel, that he takes that poor girl to every weekend to go and abuse, they've all written their statements. As for this crying, you're crying, stop crying, because your doctor, Benita. I will make sure I get the Attorney General's fears to prosecute this case.
Benita!
No, wait a minute. On whose side are you? On the side of evil or on the side of good? Please tell me, I want to know.
I don't know. I don't know. See, all I am saying is that hands off the case. Hands off the case, Benita. I'm begging you. I'm begging you. See, let me even tell you. Do you know that they are rumoring that it is because of that slap that you gave to Father Obidike? That is why you're not even yet married up till now. Or you've not heard?
And who cares? Who cares, Mama? I've heard worse things than those ones. I don't care, Mama. Do you know what gives me concern every other day that makes me angry about that incident? It's just because I won't have the opportunity to brutally slap that reverend 2 times. For pushing down an old woman who is old enough to be his grandmother on the pavement for just no cause. And you're here telling me about priest of God. Priest of God, my food. They will see me now, you know your daughter.
Benita, please, Benita, I'm begging you. Benita, I'm begging you. This is not good. Hey, oh God, what will I do?
You're welcome.
How is the family, sir?
Well, the family is fine. I'm here. My wife is said as a family. These other people are at the back. You're welcome.
Actually, I came in a hurry. His lordship has asked that you should please come with me to the court at once. He wants to talk with you.
Oh, really? Is he on appointment?
Eh?
I said, is lordship on appointment?
Yeah. Actually, he's waiting for you. Once we get there, he will talk with you and I'll bring you back.
You don't seem to understand what or you pretend you don't understand me, Father. Is he on appointment? He wants to see me, isn't it? Did I give him an appointment to see me?
Go to
the backyard, please. Let us talk. Monica, leave! Now, Father, I think you understand what I mean. You see, I asked whether his lordship is on my appointment to see me. Well, if it's not an appointment, he should see my dean, Chijoke. Oh, sorry, Chijoke is not yet back from the catechism. Better still, let him see my parish wife, who have just gone to the backyard.
Kati, please. calm down and cool down your temper.
No, my temper is not high. You see, you may not understand. But I think Father understands perfectly what I am saying. You know, because Father, if I keep out, you know, because I'm a very busy person, you know, at times, so I give people appointments. Don't you think so, Father? Don't worry, he understands me.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So, where are your parents and brother?
They all went out.
Okay.
See, Theodore, I really thank you so much for coming. I called you to this place to tender my apologies. Please.
No, please do not kneel before me. Sit down.
Theodore, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for putting you through all that you went through. Please, just find a way in your heart and forgive me. I'm sorry.
It's alright, Ife. It's alright. It's very hard to forgive, but the joy of finding out that the truth is known and I have been vindicated give me the strength to forgive you. I forgive you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
No, don't worry, Monsignor. Father Mike is already here to brief me on that. Yes. All right, take care of the parish. Good. Father, God bless you. Sit down. Yes. Father Mike, where is Sylvester at the moment? Where is he?
My lord, he's been granted bail, but I decided to take him to the pastoral center for retreats and conferences.
Okay, PCRC, right?
Yes,
Now, tell me, what did our lawyers say concerning the legal position on these issues? What did they say?
Weighty, my lord, quite weighty. So they advised us to opt for out-of-court settlement.
Most certainly. That is what it is. It has to be settled out of court. It's just that the man, the girl's father, I don't know if they say he's a catechist. Honestly, he's quite touchy. The man has refused to submit to any form of dialogue. So what do we do?
But my lord, that is quite understandable.
I know, Mike. I'm only perturbed on the feasibility of having a compromise with such an aggrieved man. Quite disturbed. Honestly, I don't know what we do.
My lord, I know someone who could be of help.
It's just that what Sylvester did is highly unpriestly. It's quite unethical and it's never heard of. It's sacrilege to the core. It's just that God and man will bear us witness that this is not what we represent. I've never heard of it since I became what I am today. It's unheard of. Sylvester must not go unpunished. It's terrible. It's quite terrible.
Mr. Mo, this is Very Reverend Father Michael Ogazi, the chairman of the Diocesan Legal and Dialogue Commission. He's a good friend of mine, a mentor to my child, Father Chidi. He's such a nice man.
Chifu Ojike, please.
More now we go.
Please. Respect the relationship that has existed between your family and mine. In the name of God, I ask.
please tell me why exactly are you here?
Amunawegu. The father would like to speak with you.
Peace be with you, sir.
And also with you, Father.
See, I'm really sorry for what has happened. But I want to assure you that the church is committed to seeing that the whole thing is resolved and resolved amicably. You see, I'm here on the directive of the church courier and his lordship. And he has asked me to find out from you what you expect of the church. So, sir, how exactly do you want the church to handle the matter? I mean, the way forward.
Thank you, Father. I'm going to make it very brief, precise, and to the point. Well, whether the way forward or backward or to any direction, it boils down to one thing. Let Sylvester, or Father Sylvester, the way you people refer to him, because I don't think he is qualified. Let him come down, perform all the traditional and Christian marriage rites the way it's supposed to be done. Take my daughter home, live with my daughter as man and wife. Or on the alternative, he will have to face the wrath of the law. He has to be prosecuted for child abuse and molestation, rape, unlawful custody, and all the other sundry charges that is attached to this kind of crime, period. Where were your values? Look at where you have landed us. Just look at that. Look at yourself. And look at the church. Sylvester. Rape. Rape. Sexual molestation. Pregnancy. Pregnancy. That's what we are talking about here. Oh, Sylvester. No. You have incurred a letter sententiae and should know the position of the law and the Holy See.
The position of the canon is clear on this. Like you said, a letter sententiae is what it is. And by virtue of that law, I can no longer be called a priest, irrespective of what anybody does or says. By virtue of that same law, I voluntarily withdraw as per the law, and my conscience dictates. My Lord, I am sorry. I'm deeply sorry for my actions. And I didn't mean any of this. I regret what I did. Please, thank you for understanding and supporting me. You are indeed a great father.
It's all right. It's all right, son. Well, the right thing to do in this type of situation is not only to withdraw, but you must, I repeat, you must own up to that responsibility. You see, that child deserves the love and care of a father vis-a-vis the family. And so I would want you to take full charge, take full responsibility of your actions. We will continue to pray for you and give you the necessary support best ways we can. Well, the courier would prepare the documents for your withdrawal and forward it to Holy See for certification. May the peace of the Lord be with you.
Lordship, I came here out of my own volition. I did not come here because any human being prodded me to come, or persuaded me, or from any pressure whatsoever. I came on my own volition because I wanted to see His Lordship.
Thank you so much. I commend you for that. So go ahead.
With all due respect, His Lordship, I don't think you have to commend me yet because I'm aggrieved. Your Lordship, I came here to see you on several occasions and I was denied. There are a lot of things that happened that you may not know. You are our shepherd here on earth. You represent Christ here on earth to us. And when we have need, we're supposed to come to you. But the way they are treated, at times some are stopped at the gate. If they are not stopped at the gate, His Lordship, they are stopped on the flimsy reasons that they do not have appointments. I believe it is wrong, His Lordship, because everybody that is around this parish or this diocese look up to you to come and see you for their problem. If that is your own making, it is wrong. And it is not in accordance with the principles of Salus Animarium.
It's all right, sir. We shall take correction in due time.
Father Jonah, don't tell me it is all right. I'm in the presence of His Lordship. I want to bear my mind. If it were not for you, this problem would have been solved long time ago. I came here on several occasions and you denied me having the presence of His Lordship. Let me ask you, Father Jonah, on the day you were made a priest, did you seek appointment from God? Your Eminence, with all due respect, I know that all of you who are ordained here, on the day you were made a bishop, His Lordship, you did not seek for an appointment from God. Don't stop with Ojike. This is the time I have to tell His Eminence what I observe here, so that if there are corrections that could be made, they could be made now. Because a lot of people who have desires to see you, Your Eminence, are denied the opportunity of your presence. So, my Lord, we come to you for salvation unto the Lord. But when they are denied, it is very, very bad. My Lord, because you do not reach your people, we have a lot of parishes under your diocese. But because of the weight of the work you have at hand, we know you cannot reach all the parish. And because of this, some of the priests are taking undue advantage if you're not visiting some of their parish to do things their own way. At times people use police to harass people, to blackmail them. And I believe that this is wrong. They alienate you from your flock, which is members of this diocese. So, my Lord, I remember the case of one Father Rachael in Amachala. I don't know whether, if you remember, Father Rachael in Amachala, There was a time
all right. Well, Mr. Hezekiah Omu, my catechist. Thank you very much.
Thank you a lot.
I must thank you very much because you've spoken very well. It's good that you spoke. But please, I do not wish that you bear your points. You know, usually it's better taken when concise and precise. It's better taken that way. And do not forget that we have a matter on our hand, a very crucial one for that matter. So much as we are grieved, I would want you to take note of that. Please.
Thank you, my Lord.
And Father Michael.
Yes, my Lord.
Do you have anything to say?
Yes,
speak.
Mr. Omu, we really sympathize and apologize for all that has happened.
I thank you, good people, for welcoming me here, even though I've wronged you greatly. Father Mike wanted to make an apology on my behalf, but I insisted that I wanted to do it in person. I know how much wrong I have caused your family, and I wanted to make a personal appearance to apologize to Ifunanya, look her deep in the eye and say I am truly sorry. To you, Mr. Hezekiah, I can't look you in the face, but I'm so sorry. To Madam, I deeply regret my actions.
It's okay, Father Sylvester.
I want you all to know that it was never my intention. It was not my volition to want to be a priest of this sort. It was, in fact, I had never wanted to be a priest in the first place. But my parents forced me into this in their own selfishness. All the same, I am not going to dwell on my weaknesses, but I pray and I urge you all to join me and pray for me that the good Lord will help me overcome soon. I am deeply sorry for the wrong that I've caused. I'm deeply sorry for denting the holy prestige of priesthood. I strongly regret my actions. I'm sorry.
It's okay, Sylvester. It's okay. Mr.
Father.
The diocesan courier and the College of Consultors met yesterday and agreed on so many issues concerning your daughter. In fact, they condemned in absolute terms what Father Sylvester did. In fact, the Catholic Church does not condone such evil. They also decided that the sum of 100,000 naira should be given to the family as compensation. So here is the check.
Keep your check, Father. As you can see, my family is not so much in want.
we have not been so threatened by hunger, by our looks. God is still with us, and God still provides for us, so keep your check. But there is something I want to tell you, and Father Sylvester here, and even the bishop, the parish council, the other priests, both here and beyond. It is unfortunate that a mere catechist turns to advise the priest, but the onus has fallen on me, considering the circumstances of this situation. Priesthood is more of a virtue than a title. You people made a vow. You took an oath before God and man. Please keep to that vow. We're all human beings. Do not usurp the rights and the privileges of the depraved or of the underprivileged. You know, as priests, all eyes on you, the eyes of man and the eyes of God, because you took a vow before him, taking into consideration that you have to give account of your stewardship and your contributions to the Salus Animarium. My daughter and her kid will be taken care of, with or without the money from the Catholic community. There are other people who are so underprivileged, who are far less better than this family. I think they need that money more than we do. You'll do me that favor of taking the money and using the money for the depraved of the community, even in our own parish. I thank you for the concern, Father.
Father, I have the leave of my client here to discontinue all litigations regarding to this matter. And I have already commenced the process to withdraw this case.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Father.
Mr. Hezekiah, thank you very much. Madam, I thank you.
And so, Ife, I beg of you to understand and bear with me, as I can not stand the shame and stigma which this mistake of mine has placed on me. It is so heavy, so I have decided to leave the stage for a while. As you read this letter, I would have arrived London.
Huh?
Where I intend to cool off from this whole scandal while trying to pick the pieces of my life again. Don't be too hot. I wish you and your baby well. I hope you see things from my point of view.
That's all right, Ife. Let's go.
I don't want that. Unless I will begin to let you see things from my own point of view. Now, don't aggravate my own anger, please. Sylvester has absconded.
Nine. Have you seen it? Have you seen it? Is it not yet time you begin to learn to take it easy with this child?
Who is a child? If you refer to her as a child, a woman who is about to deliver, what she's carrying are children or child. If you refer to her as a child, when she delivers, what will you refer that child to as? Granny?
Please, Papa, I am begging you. Let's come together like family we used to be before. Let's come together and support her to go through this situation. Papa, I'm begging you, please. Please, Papa.
Sylvester, well, you are begging me. But the man who is the head of the affair
has absconded. So who takes care of the whole thing? I was assuming that after all the begging and pleading, he would have at least stayed to see this girl through this tough time. But he has gone to cool off.
Papa, please, Papa, please. I know that I've brought so much disgrace and disappointment to you, but forgive me.
You don't know how much shame and disgrace you have brought to me. In fact, you are now adding it with the agony because I have to run around to find money to take care of you, both your antenatal and your prenatal.
Papa, I know. Papa, please, I'm sorry. Mama, you too, I'm so sorry. Because, Mama Rosia, Papa, because, Mama, because Chijuki.
I'm begging you, Papa. Let us find it in our heart to forgive her. Huh? She needs our support and love.
Sit down. It's no sin. Ifunanya, sit down.
No, Papa, I'm disappointed you, Papa. Papa, I'm disappointed you, Papa. I'm disappointed you so much.
Ifunanya, it's all right.
Stop crying.
Oh my God.
Stop crying.
She needs our support.
Sorry. Ifunanya, it's not as if I blame you so much, even though I blame you. The innocent girl was lured and raped. And now he has absconded. And he has left everything for me. But it shall be well. God is still with this family. Ifunanya, you will have your child and we will take care of this child in Jesus' name.
Papa, thanks. Papa, thanks. Mama, thanks.
You wrecked my life. You caused so much pain for me. You destroyed my life. And you took my joy away from me. You said you make me smile. You said you take care of me. You said you'd do anything just to keep this in love. And then you turn around away and left me all alone. Why did you want me to live this way? When my world and hope is lost, I've been living in this pain. I lost my mother. Now you're standing here telling me you're sorry. Can you turn the hands of time? You wrecked my life. You caused so much pain for me. You destroyed my life. And you took my joy away from me. You said